Wasn't invited to your sock hop, but I know it was a rocking party. We're on the 5th floor of the tower, and I had an early morning, so I got into bed, and about 1:30, maybe it was 1:45, somebody was knocking at my door.
Leo Bruno.
What was it?
Leo Bruno, I think.
Was he a drinker? Yeah. So I jumped out of bed, opened the door. The guy had spent too much time at the party down here. He says, "Excuse me, is this my room?" I said, "No, sir, this is my room." Slammed the door in his face, jumped back into bed. 2:45 this morning. Pounding on the door, fly out of bed, open the door. Same guy. He says, "Excuse me, is this my room?" I said, "No, sir, this is my room." Slammed the door in his face, jumped back into bed. 4:45 this morning. Pounding on the door, fly out of bed, open the door. Same guy. He says, "Excuse me, is this my room?" I said, "No, sir, this is my room." He said, "Have you got every room in the hotel?" Boy, what's his name? Dale. Dale? Leo. Where are you, Leo? My gosh. Hello, I'm Peter Legge. The world is getting smaller. Markets are getting tighter and more competitive. There are lots of jobs out there. Or maybe there aren't. But whatever is happening in your industry, right now, the one thing for sure is you must make your staff be the best that they can be at all times. If your business is going to survive and excel, the only way to do it is through your association members, your management team, or your employees. And I can help you get the most out of your business. So tonight when you get home, or tomorrow morning before you go to the office, just take a piece of paper and draw a line from one side to the other, as straight as you can. And on the left-hand side of the line, you put 0. That's when you were born, 0. Then on the right-hand side of the line, you put the age you think you will be when you meet your maker. I put 85 on mine. So my runway of life is 0 to 85. Yours might be longer, yours might be shorter. There is no right or wrong answer. Whatever you put, that is your runway of life. Now what I want you to do is proportionately on that page, on that line, mark your current age. I'm 63. So I'm perhaps further down the line than some of you. Maybe there's some of you that are not as far down the line as me. It doesn't make any difference. Your runway of life, or my runway of life, is from 63 to 85. Because what's on the left-hand side from 63 back to 0 is prologue, is history, is past. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't change one solitary thing about my past. I can learn from it, but I can't change it. I can only affect from today forward, or in my case, on my runway of life, from 63 to 85. It's 22 Christmas dinners, 22 birthdays, 22 wedding anniversaries, 22 year ends at Canada-wide magazine, 22 ISIS annual meetings, 22 seasonal somethings. So what am I going to do with it? So if I'm responsible for what I'm going to do with it, then I'm responsible for the deliveries.
Peter Legge has authored 11 best-selling books and is the founder of Canada-wide Media Limited, the largest independent publisher in Western Canada, publishing 49 titles. Peter's companies have never lost money, and he has built his business from one part-time employee to 130 full-time staff with $30 million in annual sales. And it is the experience he has gained from his business, entrepreneurial, and philanthropic work that has given Peter the power to motivate people and empower them to create successful businesses.
What lies before us and what lies behind us pales in comparison to what lies within us. It's an inside job, you see. All of life, all of the runway of life, all of the masterpiece that we want to become. A masterpiece. I believe that when we were born with a blank canvas. Yeah, we were given crayons and we were given glue and we were given paintbrushes, but it's up to us to paint that canvas. Maybe you have to go back and cross out some of the stuff. That's okay. We have to make our life a masterpiece.
Over the past 20 years, Peter Legge has presented over 3,000 motivational and organizational workshops and speeches, and he has proven his ability. He has been honored time and again, both for the passion he has for his craft and for his outstanding humanitarian efforts. His numerous accolades and awards include the Toastmasters International Golden Gavel Award. He is the only living Canadian so honored. He is in both the United States and Canadian Speakers Hall of Fame. And Peter is the only Canadian speaker in the 20-member invitation-only organization, Speakers Roundtable.
It happened to be my middle daughter's birthday, Rebecca. And it was her birthday. I hadn't talked to her all day, but I wasn't too worried about that because we always have a family get-together on the Sunday. And so I got home at 10 to 7, and I was tired. It was a long day, and I put on my jeans and my running shoes and my sweatshirt, and I finally got a hold of Rebecca, and I said, "Hi, sweetie pie, how you doing? Happy birthday." She said, "Well, it's about time you phoned, Dad." She said, "Because you only had a couple of hours, and my birthday was over, and if I hadn't talked to you, you would have been in big trouble." And I could hear in the background that she was probably at a restaurant. It sounded like a restaurant. And I said, "Well, where are you?" She said, "Well, I'm at a restaurant downtown Vancouver. We live in Coquitlam, 40-minute drive." And I said, "Well, who's going to be there?" She said, "Well, your other 2 daughters and the gang. 10 of us. The gang, all the kids that have hung around the house and mucked around the house for years are going to be there." And then she said these words, "Why don't you join us?" So what did I say? I'm tired. A long day. I knew we had a family get-together on Sunday. I said, no, it's a long drive. It's 40 minutes. I got to get cleaned up. And then I thought, I think maybe I need to make a different decision. So I made some excuse, and I hung up the phone. I raced upstairs. I jumped in the shower. I took off my clothes first. I jumped in the shower. I scrubbed up good, put on some nice stuff, got in the car, drove the 40 minutes to downtown Vancouver, and walked into the restaurant at 8:05. And there was my daughter, Rebecca, the birthday daughter, and my other 2 daughters, and all the kids that have hung around our house for all these years. And we had a 3.5-hour birthday party that was absolutely fantastic. Now, I picked up the tab. You would expect me to do that, right? And on the drive home, I said to myself, that was a really good decision, Peter. Because if you're lucky, you might only get asked to do that 21 more times. When I speak for your conference or convention, I will help you develop an environment that will generate new insights, create strong motivation, and encourage communication within your company or organization. You will see a difference, and I can make it happen. Go forward. Be the best you can be at whatever it is, but live your runway of life. As Helen Keller said, if life isn't an adventure, it is nothing. Make it an adventure. Start now, tomorrow morning. God bless you. Thank you very much.